What's up, Bears? Welcome back to Tuesdays on the Den. I'm JD. Let's see the title credits. Okay, if you haven't noticed already, hello. Life goal achievement has been unlocked with this outfit, and I have like slippers and everything. I am set. Okay, so this week is LGBT Issues Week, and I decided that I was going to talk about something that I've actually seen in the viewer's choice, but it's also something that is really easy to talk about, especially in light of a lot of different things within the community. There's in-community fighting and arguing and debating and all of this stuff, so I figured I might as well bring it up this week. This week, I want to talk about the identity of a bear, what makes a bear, what makes a cub, a pup, or whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different spectrum and pieces to the community, and I think that it's really important for people to discuss and talk about what makes who we are and why we are. So to start out, I didn't really identify in that subculture of the community for quite some time. I actually didn't until probably this year, in the last few years I would say probably. I didn't fit like these stereotypes of what a gay person should be. And I've struggled to go to Pride, I've struggled to go to a lot of different events here in Minnesota because there is this like idea of what a gay person should look like and act like and be, and I'm not scrawny, I'm not hairless, I don't like Britney Spears. I know, that's a sin. I didn't major in fashion design, and I have 2 master's degrees and I'm going to law school. So there's a lot of things that, and these are stereotypes, and they're huge stereotypes that are very problematic in the community. But what I found is that I was so caught up in trying to be one of these things that I didn't allow myself to just be whoever I was. So I just in getting to know people, and I separated myself from the world a little bit. I last year got out of a long-term relationship, and I was just trying to find myself, and I started to identify and connect with these people across the country and the world that were identifying as bears or cubs or whatever it may be. And I didn't want to say like I'm a this because I wanted to be that. It just felt like a natural fit for me. This community, they didn't care what I looked like, how I talked, the kind of music I listened to. I mean, look at what I'm wearing. And I personally know that there are members on this channel that like to wear like Pikachu onesies. It really helped to be able to connect with a group of people that I didn't feel like I had to be anything but myself. And unfortunately in the LGBT community, a lot of us will inevitably infight, and we tackle different stereotypes differently and how we choose to identify with who we are as a person. But how a lot of people, when they look at what is a bear, they'll ask me what that means, because a lot of people automatically turn it into a kink. It's not a kink of any kind. I'm not doing this for any form of gratification of myself, unless loving who I am is gratification, which is pretty cool. But a lot of people will identify in the community, and they don't know if they're allowed to like self-identify. I didn't know. I'm like, I've heard people call me pup, I've heard cub, I've heard, you know, we have like wolves, and there's every freaking animal on the planet, including unicorns. I know they're not real. I can dream. I just started to identify as a member of the bear community, and wherever that identity falls with different people, it shall fall. I don't prefer to be called one thing over another. Shattering some of the ideas and the concepts of what people think, a lot of would easily associate somebody in the community that's probably bigger in stature, and I don't just mean tall, but somebody who is a little bit more built. I'm a husky. I got extra fluff, and I don't mind my extra fluff. Typically there's body hair, beards are a thing. I'm growing mine back during No Shave November. Ultimately, allowing someone to be in any given sub-community, it's not up for anybody else to decide but that person. You're gonna hear people that you might see somebody that you may not typically think of as in the community, but if they identify there, let them. That's their own decision. We don't get to decide who people are. I mean, I'm a damn unicorn. I'm a Junicorn, and a lot of people will tell me that I can be one thing or another, or I've actually heard in the community that I don't have enough of a beard. I will scratch my face off if I had it any longer. I think at the end of the day, what makes somebody into a bear, what makes me identify as one, or a cub, or a whatever, otter, that's another one. I think it's a matter of self-identity. I just say that I identify with the community, and wherever anybody within the community wants to place me, I'm okay with it. If somebody wants to call me chubby, it's not wrong. I also don't care. I am very proud of who I am. I've actually through the Men of the Den and being a part of the group and being friends with this massive network of people across the world who are a part of this channel, it's allowed me to feel so much more comfortable with who I am, how I identify, the people that I relate to. I don't feel judged on the internet when I'm talking to people anymore. And there's going to be problems in any community. There's going to be racism and sexism, all the isms that are going to be in there, but that comes with the nature of being a certain identity, and it also is up to us to call that out when we see it. Short video this week. I took last week off between the amazing elections that happened. Rock on everybody who won. And a huge shout out right here in Minnesota. Minneapolis elected 2 trans member people of color to the city council. Council member-elect Cunningham and council member-elect Jenkins. Thank you so much for running, putting yourself out there, putting yourself in front of all the people. You won, you kicked ass. There are LGBT candidates across the country that won by landslides. So that is awesome. Thank you guys for running. Thanks for watching this week. Keep watching this week. We've got a lot of really great topics coming up, and I will see you next Tuesday. Junicorn